Hey guys, what's up? This is Daniel. Today we're gonna try to clean up some of this leather in the seats. It needs a little bit of cleaning. When we got the car, we did some basic cleaning, but I think we're gonna have to dive a little bit deeper. So let me show you a couple of things you can do to help and protect the leather and clean it at the same time. You don't want to rip it apart, especially on an older car. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get into these cracks and clean out any debris that's in there, because if you leave it in there just by sitting down and getting up all the time, it's going to act like sandpaper, and that's usually where your seats fall apart first. I can see, even though we had a initial cleaning, there's still a lot of grime left in here, including coffee stains and whatnot. So let's go ahead and try to attack this middle section here. What I use, and as I'll put it in the description, I got the leather care spray from Griot's Garage. The reason I like it, it's liquid. And in my car, I have perforated seats because they're vented. And I don't get that stuff stuck inside those little holes. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna use the same thing here. So what we're gonna do is just spray it on there pretty good. Have a microfiber towel handy and ready, and start agitating. And as you're starting to work it in, you'll see it will start to foam up. Now, because this leather is so old, we're talking about 14, 15-year-old car, you got to be really careful not to take any of that color off, which I think, what I can see here has already been done in the past. As I'm swirling this, you can kind of already see that it's getting a little bit muddy in the consistency. So I'm gonna put a little bit more on there, a little bit into the brush. Just keep working it. It's a tedious job, but if you do it once a year, you should never get this bad. Here we go. First one is done. Let me give you a quick shot of this seat now that it's done, and let's compare it to the one on the other side so you see what a difference it made. So you can see it's still an old seat and there's some stains that just won't come out, but I'm afraid if I rub too hard it's gonna take the color off. Like here, there's a few cracks. They're not deep, they're just folds. not actual cracks, but I don't want to aggravate it here too much. Let's go to the other side. All right, here's the other side as a comparison. The seats look the same. You can see especially here, the area where the belt or the pants touch, especially if you're wearing jeans. You can see how dark this gets because the jeans will discolor. It's been about 20 minutes just for the one seat. I'm gonna spend another 20 minutes on the other one, and then I'll have my son clean the rear seats because I'm spent. And that's a quick after on the driver's seat. So it is not perfect, but it's a lot better than it used to be. So what I'm gonna do just to finish it off, I'm gonna put some of this on. This is a lot thicker in consistency, as you can see. And still, if you have ventilated seats, this is really great. This is a cleaner, conditioner, and a protectant. The other one is just a cleaner and a protectant, so I found it's a little bit better when it comes to cleaning. So I'm gonna throw this on as a final pass and just let it bake for a few hours out here in the, well, it's not very sunny right now, but just let it sit there for a while before anybody touches it. So let me get this on there. Just rubbing it in lightly, no pressure. Again, if you put pressure on it, what could happen, especially on old seats, it will take the dye off. So just very careful. All right, here we go. We got two front clean seats, and my son is about to start on the rear ones. They look so much better than they used to. Even when we bought the car new, being 14-year-old, we did a general cleaning and we thought the seats were clean, but after we've done this, we went through 3 microfiber towels and they all turned black pretty much from just the stuff that came out. It will probably need another coat in about 6 months. There's a couple little stains here and there that can be removed. I'm just afraid to scrub too hard and damage the seats. That being said, for 15 years old, these seats are excellent. You can feel when you clean it how thick that leather is, how luxurious it is. I've had other cars that were half that age, and with proper care, they looked worse than this car without being maintained. So go ahead, clean your seats, maintain them, do it at least every 6 months. 5 years from now, they'll still look brand new if they're properly maintained. It's just with leather seats, you can clean them up. If you have cloth seats, you gotta go steam clean them, and it only cleans the surface. It doesn't get really deep in there. They'll always be dirty. And don't take me wrong, I love good quality cloth seats. It's just you know, they're a little bit harder to maintain. But let's see, we'll see how long these last, and I hope it's a job well done. See you guys.